Good noon, students. Welcome to the subject Database Management System. And today is the session number 6. And today we are going to discuss topic advantages of using database approach. So topic is advantages of using database approach. Students, there are very many advantages of using database approach, but we shall consider only few of them. So we'll list them one by one. First is controlled redundancy. Second, restricting unauthorized access. Third, providing persistent storage for program objects. Fourth, providing storage structure for efficient query processing. Fifth, providing backup and recovery. Sixth, providing multiple user interfaces. Seventh, representing complex relationships among data. Eighth, enforcing integrity constraints. And ninth is permitting inferencing and actions using rules. So there are 9 advantages of using database approach that were listed. Today we shall consider for discussion 4 of them, and remaining we'll take up in the next class. So we'll go about details. First, controlling redundancy. In traditional software development utilizing file processing, every user group maintains its own files for handling its data processing applications. Point number 2. Here, in file processing approach, each user group independently keeps files of students. The accounting office also keeps data on registration and related billing information, whereas registration office keeps track of student courses and grades. Much of the data is stored twice, once in the file of each user group. So students, when we consider student database for an university, accounts office will keep all the details regarding registration of the students and billing information, such as what is the fee has paid. And there is one more department or office called as registration office. They will also keep track of the students regarding academic, that is they will consider what course he has taken admission, what is the grades he has obtained. So in this way there will be two different storage of the same information related to student. Third, this results in redundancy in storing the data. Point number 4. Redundancy is storing data multiple times. Point number 5. The disadvantages of redundancy are: 1. Duplication efforts. 2. Storage space wasted. 3. Inconsistent data. Students, when you store the data multiple times, always, first time it's okay, second time or third time it is going to be duplication and it is going to be waste of energy. Second, even the data space is wasted and there could be inconsistency in storing of the data. Point number 6. In the database approach, as the data items are stored in single database and every user takes the data from database. So this is the advantage of database, that is all the data items are stored in a single database, so storage is only one times and any user can take the data from this central database. Point number 7. Storing the data in central database results in controlling the redundancy. Second advantage is restricting unauthorized access. Point number 1. When multiple users share a database, it is likely that some users will not be authorized to access all information in the database. Some users may be permitted only to retrieve data, whereas others are allowed both to retrieve and to update. So students, you very well know there are different types of users of the same database. So every user will have different level of access to the database. Some would be allowed only to retrieve the data, others would be allowed even to update the data. Point number 3. Each user or user groups are given account numbers protected by passwords, which they can use to gain access to the database. A DBMS has a security and authorization subsystem that creates accounts and specify account restriction. So there is security and authorization subsystem existing which will take care of the unauthorized access, or it will control unauthorized access. Point number 3. Providing persistent storage for program objects and data structure. Point number 1. Databases can be used to provide persistent storage for program objects and data structures. This is one of the main reasons for the emergence of the object-oriented database system. The persistent, point number 2, the persistent storage of program objects and data structure is an important function of database management system. Students, what happens in file processing approach? The data and the instructions are part of the program. Once that program is executed, all even the data contents are lost. So data won't remain after the execution of the program. And if the data remains after the execution of the program, it is said to be persistent. And we want that data to be persistent because data can be used by other programs. This facility is available in database approach. Point number 4. Providing storage structures for efficient query processing. Students, you very well know database contains data items. So database is a central resource and you want to retrieve the information, utilize this information and generate reports. So this should be done in efficient manner. So in database it is available. We'll consider this. Point number 1. Database system must provide capabilities for efficiently executing queries and updates. Point number 2. Because the database is typically stored on the disk, the DBMS must provide specialized data structures to speed up the disk search for the desired records. Point number 3. Auxiliary files called index are used for this purpose. Students, so we have considered today, the topic is advantages of using database approach. We have enlisted 9 advantages of them, and today we have discussed 4 advantages. Remaining 5 advantages will take up in the next class. So I will be sending PDF of this. You please write them in your notebook. You can write the questions that are sent, and if you got any queries you can give me a call. Thank you.